Yeah. This is truly probably the best car in the room. Just from a perspective of balance of power, beauty, looks, maintainability, affordability, parts are available. The engine is a hot rodded 3-liter aluminum block. It's very, very well tuned. It's balanced very well. It's not the fastest, it's not the prettiest, it's not the lightest, it's not the ugliest. You know, it is, you get in this car.
Hands down.
It's like a really good car.
I'm saying hands down, this is probably in your top 5 here for me.
This is number 1 for me. You know, it's not the one I drive the
Not
most.
the 959?
No.
Whoa. Stop the press there, ladies and gentlemen.
959 is in its own category.
That's an experimental car, not made for
Yeah, I don't drive that other. I'm driving that thing around. It's worth too much. I'm like worried about like everybody rear-ending me and all that. This thing is great. If something falls off this car, and it sometimes does, you just go and grab one off the shelf. Of course, you know, when you have a parts company, it's very easy to do that. You're like, oh, you just, excuse me, guys, adjust the inventory on this, all right? Or actually, I just do it myself, and I'll take it and put it on the car. Of course, accounting for all the appropriate tax laws. But anyway, yeah, so no, this thing is great. And early 911s like this, the parts availability is fantastic. So you can get almost any part for this car. And the ones you can't get new or reconditioned or aftermarket,
remakes.
You can get on eBay. You know, there's really very little things that would prevent this car from running. Perfect balanced car. It's what our customers at Pelican would aspire to. Great car. It's not perfect. It's not a garage queen either. I don't have to worry about rain or small animals or acid rain or leaves.
We got that beautiful sunroof.
Or putting my fingerprints. As I'm putting my hands on, I'm like, oh, you know, some cars, I'm like,
yeah. Especially a black car.
Exactly. I mean, actually, this one looks good for some reason. What do you think, Sandy? You drove it?
I like this car.
Yeah.
This is, again, simple, 911, air-cooled, no bullshit.
No.
You know, it has things that I would definitely change, like getting rid of the radio and get rid of the
Blaupunkt radio.
The problem with it is the radio has this grill with speaker holes, and then also has a kind of stubby antenna that's not there. I don't, you know.
Well, there's a
key, special key.
There's a special key, right? Exactly, for these Hirschman antennas. Yeah, that
I think
goes in here and you pull it up. By the way, I agree with you. So the Germans, you know, everyone talks about German engineering. Some things they get wrong, and they stick to their guns. This seal, wrong. This is terrible. This antenna, I don't know what they were thinking, but they kept this design for like, you know, decades.
It's just one of those things. It interrupts the beauty of the curve.
It's crazy. Well, these were never stock either. They're added by dealers. Sometimes the German stuff is just really oddball stuff. It's not an original RS. It's a 72 911 that was been turned into an RS clone, is what they call it, or a lookalike. Or
tribute, if you want to be, you know, people call them tributes to make themselves feel better.
Tribute, whatever you want to call it. But so that means, you know, painting it black, of course, and then it's got the RSR style front bumper.
I like that.
With a cutout for the oil cooler. You know what's really weird is the original RSs they had the cutout for the...
But no oil cooler?
They had the bumper for the oil cooler, but no oil cooler. Always bothered me that they were lacking that. I have a model of one.
Is it like a hood scoop that's plugged up?
Yeah,
doesn't do anything?
Exactly like that. It looks... And they put the license plate here and make it look like that was meant to be there for the license plate, but no. Because they didn't run license plates in Europe at that time. But it was there, I think, because they had to have it there for the homologation rules. So even though they didn't have the front oil cooler. So anyway, this one's got front oil cooler here, which the lines have to run all the way down the car to the back here. But it keeps the thing extremely cold. In fact, this car runs almost too cool. In the desert, running full stream at Willow Springs, we couldn't get it above 180. It's
And you weren't pressing hard enough on that go pedal.
That day.
Or it was 50 below zero.
I wasn't really trying to make it run hot, but it was not a concern on this car.
It was not in the summer.
I brought 4 cars that day, and this one was.
It's
not
like
the
always
one.
180 at Willow in the summer.
It certainly, it's not, I don't know if it's that hot, but it certainly feels that hot. You know, they have like wind chill. They have
Chill.
willow chill.
Willow
heat or something like that.
I've been in the car, it gotten so hot, I've had to get out and drink like a gallon of water, and then you get back in the car and you're almost immediately parched.
Yeah, well, I did Bob Bondurant's racing school up in Phoenix.
Same thing.
In August. And they made us shut the air conditioning off on the cars, on the Corvettes, because the cars were overheating and they couldn't, because we were driving around, and we're driving around in figure eights, like 100 times. And they said, if you throw up in the car, you clean it up. We don't clean it up if you throw up in the car. So I had to pull over because I was about ready to puke.
And you didn't feel like cleaning up any?
No,
you know.
I'm not sure if it was because I was driving in circles and figure eights the whole time, like again and again, or if it was because it's 110 degrees outside with no air conditioning on. But anyway, this is a good engine. So this is a 72T, no, sorry, 72E, which originally had a 2.4 with mechanical fuel injection in it. And the guy I bought the car from took a Porsche 911 SC motor, which is a 3-liter motor, and swapped out the cams and swapped out the pistons and put Webers on it. And that's the combination that you really need to do. And I wrote a book on how to rebuild Porsche engines, what seems to be decades ago now, but it was actually 2 decades ago. And one of the best combinations I recommend in the book is out of this car. You got independent throttle bodies on the engine here that allow you to run a hot cam. It's got the S cams in it. And then you have to have the pistons to allow, pistons have to be cut to allow the valve clearance for that. Those two changes change your fuel injection 3-liter motor into this screaming engine here. So you really don't need to do much more though. Webers, carbs,
cams,
and the pistons. Sorry, Weber carbs, cams, and the pistons. Yeah.
So,
he's got
so just happen to have a tape measure in my pocket because these are really handy.
Yeah.
So
didn't we do a segment on those?
Yeah, and that's where I really got off the tool bench. But one of the things I was looking at this car, the first thing I was going, what the hell? What are these things, like bee stingers from an old VW or something? Yeah. So I go, well, let's take the tape measure this car's high performance exhaust versus the green car, which I know has a brand new muffler. So from the back, these things are like 10 inches out.
Yep, they are.
What is that like? I don't know. Can you lift the car with that? What's the purpose here?
Well, okay, so
keep kids from sticking their fingers in your engine?
No. There's a very, very,
I'm waiting.
Very
I'm waiting.
important reason why they are that long.
You don't have a pipe cutter to cut it in a circle and take the piece off?
No. I could cut it out with a hacksaw.
Not a hacksaw. You just go get a pipe cutter.
So this car is I don't know, I've had it more than 20 years, I think now. And I had a regular muffler on it, and I bought the sport muffler, and it came with these pipes on the end there.
And it had an instruction that says trim to fit.
It didn't come with any instructions.
Trim to fit.
Or it was in German or something. I put them on there.
Achtung.
And then I said, the rule number 1 is put it on there and see how it feels, right? I put it on there, and I'm like, okay, I got to trim those. And then I took it to like a car show or a swap meet, and everyone said, what the hell are those doing out there? And I said, you know what? Just to spite everybody.
I'm all for that, by the way.
I'm gonna leave them long, just because every single person in the world told me to cut them off.
So
there's not a single person in the world, and I have literally smashed my shins at least a half a dozen times walking around.
There's a trailer hitch on there while you're at it.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if it's a manufacturing defect. I don't know why they came with this thing long. The other one I just got is not this long. This one is this long?
They're 4 inches. Because I figured before I load up and start talking some smack, I better do some research.
Did you measure the ones over there?
4 inches.
Okay, we'll get some shot. Yeah, okay, 4 inches. These are what,
10.
12? 10, yeah.
10. So what, 100% longer?
That's 6 inches more power.
I don't think length in this area is something you're looking for.
Yeah, if I was just, feeling obnoxious, I'd weld on some longer ones.
If you wanted me to get the propane torch and color them like there's fire coming out, like the, discolored stainless steel, we can do a little bit of that for you.
It's turned into a running joke because I'm the guy who's written all the books on the cars, and I'm supposed to not have ridiculously long pipes on the end. I don't know why they're that long, but everyone else is giving me so much of a hard time. I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna leave them on there, and the thing sounds fantastic. As you
Sounds
can see.
good.
The only thing it does is I occasionally burn my skin, on it. I think this scar here is from those pipes, maybe, and it's
Well, to each their own.
to each their own. All right,
Whoever put
what's
that.
this?
That's
Come on.
fuel tank.
Very good, because I quizzed you before.
Well, again, it's really confusing.
It is confusing.
And first of all, if you're taking this car to a full serve, you must have a high trust in your filling station guy.
Right, exactly. There you go. Boing! So,
Well, at least it says oil on it.
well, no, it doesn't say oil.
It says oil.
It's a 710 cap.
Oh, I get it. Yes.
That's a
Yeah.
running joke
Yeah.
with the Porsche nerds. Oh, like what does 710 mean? I don't understand why my car has a 710 cap on
Those
it.
wacky Porsche guys.
Those wacky Porsche. It doesn't work as well with this little sticker on it because now it looks like an
oil.
Yeah, it does say oil, but the 710. So they call this the 710 door, basically. It's only on 1 year only, 1972. I don't know why they did this, but supposedly this is the most desirable year of all the early 911s.
Oh, good Lord.
Because the weight balance of the tank, the oil tank, is further here, and it's better balanced.
That's why they have
better. Hang on, let me finish my dance. It's a better weight balance here, for the oil and all this gas is complicated, blah 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 blah. So if you have a 1972, you got all these 1 year only parts you need
that
to
you
worry
can never
about.
get.
No, that's something you can never. They're all over eBay, but they're all like, ooh, super valuable 1 year only.
Yeah.
Right. So upgrade your car to 72. No one's ever done that in the history of 911.
Just the trim on this car is great.
Look, you got to do this,
Wheels, 15 inches, or
Yeah.
as we,
Yeah.
Yeah,
they weren't orange when I got it.
is that orange or red?
They're the color of the sticker. So the stickers were on the car. I took something off the sticker or something, and I brought it to the
Dude,
wheel guy. and I said,
Sherwin-Williams.
match. I don't know. Orange, red, colorblind. I don't know.
Match.
It could be purple for all I care. I just made them match.
The other stuff that's cool is like the chrome trim and
Yes.
some of that stuff is just you don't see this on any of the cars.
Yes.
They're just they just what are they 3D print new Porsches these days?
Pretty much. Yes. And I'm gonna do this just a second. Yeah. Just because.
Start.
There's my 10-inch pipes for you.
I know they sound better if they were 4.
No, I don't think so.
Here's what I know.
We could do a sound test. We could take the one off of that one and put it on here and spend 4 hours doing that if you want. And then
we could just cut those pipes and be done.
no.
I'm pretty sure that's all we need to do.
Okay. All right. Cool. Wait. Let me show you this. Here's my favorite car cover, which happens to go with my favorite car.
Who makes this car cover?
Cover King makes this car cover,
Nice.
or made this car cover. I'm having a hard time getting the. Doesn't this feel like an old blanket? Look at this. This is great.
It looks like it's what was it? Chambray or something with a fancy name? I don't know
Look at
what you call it.
Like you could just curl up with this thing. It's so soft and fluffy, and it smells good too.
How come they don't make it anymore?
I don't know, because apparently no one bought cotton car covers, but it's so soft. Here, let's do it.
Soft as a baby's bottom. Yep.
No, I think he's got it.
He's way softer than the car
no,
cover.
I love this car cover. So actually, I love it so much that I use it on all the cars. So it goes home when I bring a car home, and it doesn't fit any other car, but I just throw it on there and kind of make it fit. So.
Well, let's not put the car cover on because we want to go for a ride. That's
Right,
what I know.
Exactly. But I wanted to show this. So this is the #1. Feel how heavy that is.
I'm familiar with I have a fully cotton.
You do?
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time finding fully cotton covers.
It was an optional $800 accessory.
On the Aston?
Yeah.
How did I know that? Yeah.
And it's the greatest car cover. It doesn't do anything. It looks nice though.
Yeah. Well, when you sell the car,
It's
ever sell
I
the
got
car?
that and the umbrella.
yeah, don't ever give that car cover away. So. My friend sold his 959. He gave me his car cover. I looked at it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is cotton. That's awesome. Just can't get this in here. So.
We're going for a ride. We'll just toss that. It's too much weight anyways. Let's light this thing up. Look, we've been in a couple of fast cars today, a single slow but safe one.
All right.
Let's go in the fast one today.
Okay. All right. You win.
Slide it up.
All right. Different sound, huh?
Probably those tips.
Tips?
Yeah, I've mentioned those before.
Have you driven in this car with me before?
No.
No, this one's great. Look at these guys. They're like, we keep watching us coming in all these things. So what do you like? What don't you like?
So far, you know, the only thing that's odd is the old Blaupunk radio in there.
Why is that odd?
Because this car doesn't need a radio.
Not as fast as the 914
will take you in this.
Well, I'm not really.
We're not warmed up yet.
Plus the 914's got the transmission. It's no good.
It's awesome.
Last time I did that, it almost got on fire.
That's common on these old cars.
Got a great. What's that sound when you come off the throttle? The seat position in this car is way different than the 914.
It looks like you're freaking
I'm tucked
in
down.
a kiddie ride here.
I like this car a lot. It's very well balanced. As I said, it's got good power, not too much power, not too little power.
Yeah, you could almost listen to the radio in this car.
What?
You could almost listen to the radio. Are we gonna ever make it with a car with?
Every car we've driven today doesn't have enough gas. Tommy's car had enough gas. So Tommy's the responsible adult amongst us.
This has that good valve sound or something about it.
Yeah, it's got a good back exhaust note or whatever they call that.
Yeah. How come that dude with the Tesla sound thing didn't make this sound?
I don't know. I wonder if the mics can pick up the sound. I mean, it's pretty damn good. It's what people really aspire to. Everyone is like, who owns a classic? I mean, the 993 I was just talking about in the other video doesn't sound like this.
Yeah, but the new Porsche guy doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know, so he doesn't know better.
You don't know.
He's walking out of this car with his Porsche watch, Porsche jacket, thinking he's got the cat's meow.
Exactly. All right.
And the other thing that's nice about these cars,
This thing is kick-ass.
ample
Oh my
door
God.
size.
What?
Old geezers like us can get in and out of them.
No, this thing's great. This thing's awesome. Hi, Cooper. Do you agree?
Yeah, yes,
Yes.
Mr. Wolf does.
This is, again, what everyone aspires to. It's just a well-balanced car. It's no nonsense. It's no bullshit.
You know what's cool
It's all
about this
good.
car?
What's cool about this car?
I always forget to mention this.
You forgetting to mention something.
15-inch rims.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the correct size.
It doesn't look like it's a freaking rim with a rubber band on it.
Everybody loves the Singer, but I can't stand those 17s or 18s they have on them. It just doesn't look right.
I'd try one.
I'd try one,
Yeah,
sure.
I'd try one.
Yeah, I'd try one, but I still would change the rims.
The other thing that you could probably fix on this car for me, get rid of that moonroof.
Nah, it came with the car.
I
so
know.
I have never opened it or
Don't ever open
tried to
it.
open it.
If you open it, here's what happens.
It's never closing.
It's never closing.
Yes.
It's going to jam halfway open.
And then it's going to leak if I finally get it closed.
Well, it's gonna
There's a
leak
little
anyway.
emergency crank in there to crank it
Yeah.
down. Whatever.
I've had
Never
this
open it.
weird phobia of every car I've ever had with
Sunroofs.
They either leak.
It's not a weird
Or you
phobia.
can't-
It's an actual phobia.
Yeah.
Because the BMW, they have this little secret thing on the BMW E39 that no one knows about because no one ever reads the owner's manual. You stick the key in, you turn the key, and it locks all the doors and rolls it up. If you do it the other way, it rolls everything down and opens the sunroof. But if you have a car with 200,000 miles like I do, rolls down the sunroof, you're like, oh no, the sunroof opened! You're like, you press the button to close it, it goes,
Yeah.
And that's, it's like 6 hours to fix this
I think-
because I forgot to turn my key the right. Like, you just should pull the fuse on the roof.
I have not bought cars because they've had sunroofs.
Hmm.
Overall, Wayne, this is another winner. Any angle you look at looks great.
It does look
I'm
good.
not a huge fan of black cars, but it looks good in this.
Yeah, it's good. From this angle, it looks good. From this
got a
angle,
good
it
bit-
looks good.
You know what? It's also nice.
From this angle, it looks good.
It's got such a good.
From this angle, it
as
looks
I
good.
mentioned earlier about the exhaust pipes, I'll help you fix that later. But
So everybody makes fun of me for that, but yeah. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
great looking car. Drives it like a bat out of hell.
All right.
All right, let's hit it.
All right. Next. All right, Sandy, that was pretty good, right?
Great videos today, Wayne.
All right. Remember, if you want more, please hit the subscribe button. We'll keep going.
Don't forget to mash the like too.
Mash the like button. Yeah, I think it's down.